Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Tim with SHL Today Sports. I'm joined again tonight by Marshall McPherson, who is going to cover up the second part of the interview here tonight, and we'll see if we can get a few more questions off the table before we have to go. I say we got about another 10 minutes left, and we'll see if we can get a few questions answered. So, Marshall, after last night, when you got back in the locker room, is there anything that your teammates talked to you about in regards to the interview, your first in well over a season? Well, Tim, they're a very supportive team, and when we got back to the locker room, they commended me for, working hard and staying in shape during the little bit of a hiatus I had. I'm really looking forward to this season, and all the guys are. We had a little bit of a problem with Smith Pelly, which is getting resolved internally. Hopefully everything goes well with him, and we just want to know that there's no hard feelings held between anybody or anybody that's ever been on the team. We've had other people leave the team, and we're still on great terms with them, so there's no reason that he shouldn't be. So, we wish him well in his future endeavors. Are you able to speak any more about what's going on, or is it more of a team matter? Well, Tim, I don't like to tell you guys no, but I have to say no. I can't really pass on. It's the details are going to be there for Dewey and Ray to put out if they wish. It's really none of my concern. I'm not GM anymore, so if they want to put it out there for people to hear, then that's their prerogative, and they might ask me what I think, but other than that, not up to me at all. All right, back. One more question. Have you bought any new equipment for this year? As a matter of fact, no, I haven't. I've decided to forego new equipment. The stuff I had last year, I didn't really keep the puck out of the net as much as I want. I'm starting to get it worked in. Work feels really well. I got the nice creases in there for when it's bending. It's well worked, and I feel comfortable in it. So, as you say, why fix what ain't broken? So I'm not gonna fix it. Other than that, I have gotten a new endorsement for a stick. I've been contemplating on. I don't really know if I want to use it or not. I'm still waiting to sign the contract. They give me a few practice models to use, but I'm not really feeling it. So I think I'm going to have to turn down the endorsement. And as much as I hate to do that, but you got to play comfortable on the ice. You got to not have anything that's irritating you. You got to be focused the whole time, and that's what I'm looking forward to this season, is to be completely focused, have nothing else that my mind's wandering on during games or distracting me from what I need to do. So that's what the cause of last season was. You think maybe the losing and missing the playoffs were a cause of you being unfocused or having other things to deal with? Well, as I stated last night, Tim, I had a lot on my plate, and trying to deal with everything. Stress is not an easy thing to cope with as a player, and it ruins your game. You'll be standing there in net, and all of a sudden, like at the other end, and you'll think of whatever it was that's been stressing you out, and all of a sudden, bam. Your focus is gone, and they're coming back the other way, and you're trying to get back into the game, realizing what's going on. Get your body, all tense and ready to react to the shot. But if you're distracted, then you lose that focus, that mental focus, and things could end up bad. You could go from having a good game to a rather shitty game in a matter of seconds, depending on whether you lose your focus or not. I've seen it happen time and again. Hell, take a look at the NHL. You see goalies all the time. They'll be going well for 45, 50 minutes, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 and they're down 3-2, and there's 5 minutes left in the game. It's as easy as that. Once you lose focus, once you let that first goal in, it keeps bothering you. You realize you lost the focus on the first one, and when the second game gets around, second goal gets in, you realize you're making mistakes, and it's frustrating you, and, your team is probably looking at you like, come on, man, what the hell? We had the 2-0 lead, so what's going on? That sort of thing. You don't want to let your team down, but, these things happen, and I think myself, as well as any other goalie in the organization, that you don't want to ever let your team down. You don't want to ever let any goal in, but we can't post a shutout every night. We make mistakes. I'm not going to be as arrogant or as say that every time the goal goes in, it's always my fault. It could have been defense positioning, forecheck didn't do their job. That's anything, any number of things, and but the vast majority is the goalie's got to stay focused the whole time, and if not, then it can lead to a lot of problems, a lot of losses, a lot of frustration in the locker room, resentment. It all has a big chain of events once you think of it. One goal, that's all it needs to win a game sometimes. So you got to be really careful with what you're doing and prepare yourself every day. And that's about all I have to say on it. It gets stressful, especially when you have other things going on. All right, Marshall. You were speaking of endorsements for the hockey sticks. Do you have any other? For the brand of pads that I have and Legacy, and other than that, I was looking into endorsing watches. I had a nice offer for some Swiss watches from a new starting up company, and they're really nice looking. They work well. I'm in the process of signing an endorsement with them, and we'll see how that goes. So, other than that, there's really nothing on my plate. I'm still waiting to hear another offer on a few things, but it's a slow time. The economy's a little bit down, so they're not looking for huge endorsement deals. I can understand that, and I'll take it as it comes along. All right, Mac. Is there anybody that you really miss having around in the Vancouver locker room? Oh yeah, of course. Everybody that leaves, you miss them, and you see them doing well on other teams, and you're happy for them. That's a good feeling. It's glad to see somebody held down by third, fourth line minutes because they can't break the top six, or the top six has been around so long that they're not going to get a chance at it, or they're working well together, and you don't want to break up a good thing. It's nice to see if somebody we drafted for second round go to another team and get first line minutes and start piling up the points. It happens with every team, and it's really nice to see that they're having fun elsewhere. They're enjoying enjoying their career, and I just wish them the best, and you just hope they don't score on you. Well, Mac, there was an allegation earlier today that we heard that Mr. Saku Perhonen stated that the worst time he's ever had in the SHL was when he was with Vancouver. Is there any response you have to that? Really? He said that? Huh. It's kind of funny. My worst time in the SHL was when he was here as well. What do you know? Oh, that's a nasty shot to send back. Yeah, well, it's the truth. The guy's a little asshole, and I can't stand him. He never did any scoring while he was here, and I traded quite a bit to get the guy, and he just never showed up to form. It's frustrating as hell. We traded him to Minnesota. Obviously, there was something wrong here, and if he can't deal with his problems here, then I guess he can play in Minnesota and pile up the points there. It's too bad that he's not going to win the cup as long as I'm around. Oh, it sounds like you guys are getting a rivalry going on. Rivalry? Bitch, please. Yeah. If you take a look back through all the games, he hasn't scored on me once. That's because he's a scrub. Oh, God. You're really going to go there with this? Well, Tim, if that's what he said, we'll see how it goes by the end of the season. See who makes it to the dance, and who's waking up for their 8 o'clock in the morning tea time on the green. Oh, that's right. He won't be waking up for 8 o'clock. He isn't privileged enough to get there at 8 o'clock. He'd be lucky if he gets there before it's dark. Oh, some nasty shots going there, Marshall. Well, we'll be sure that Mr. Perhonen gets them passed on to him, and we'll see what his reaction is. Well, be my guest. If he feels like responding, then, he can. But, as always, he doesn't really have much interesting to say, so, I don't really look forward to it. All right. Well, Marshall, that's about all the time we have here tonight. So you have a good evening, and we hope to interview you in the much nearer future than we did last time. All right, Tim, thanks a lot. Bye.